Hello guys, it's a cold morning. It's been snowing overnight, as you can see. There's a new dusting of snow, and I'm just kind of walking along the canal at the moment. It's just coming up to about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I just like being out and about in the mornings. I'm actually heading into town. There are two swans there, can you see? Two swans and a cygnet. Look at that. Just slowly feeding along the bank of the canal. But I'll leave them in peace. I'll not interrupt them. So it's beginning to snow again, as you can see. It's a lovely morning. It's cold though. It's I don't know, about -5, -6, -7, something like that at the moment. It's going to be a pretty grim day. It's only going to be about around freezing point. Anyhow, I'm just having a little walk along the canal as I usually do. There's nobody around this time of the morning. I'm just the occasional dog walker. I'm coming up to the marina just now. You can see all the boats over there and the crane. So I just, as I say, just having a quiet walk in the snow. It's just lovely this time of the year. You can see the fog and the mist over there, and it's just so still and quiet. So I'm just walking past the marina. That's all the boats over there. It's very quiet this time of the year. Just got the security lights on, so it's quite bright down this part of the canal. You can see there's a track of somebody that walked down here already. So anyhow, this is the marina for the Caledonian Canal in Inverness. It does look quite nice here with all the snow on the trees. And there's somebody coming down the that'll be the two women walkers that I always walk past. They must be a lot like me. They just come out and have their little walks, same as me. I met them on and off for years and years, but I don't know their names or anything, and they don't know mine. And there's the boats all moored up. These are popular with tourists during the tourist season. So anyhow, well, the snow's coming down quite nicely now. That's where I just came from. That's the two women there doing their morning walk. Coming up to the old canal house. To be quite honest, I wouldn't want to live here, that's for sure. It's kind of isolated here. So the old house has been turned into a little flat, so I don't know how many people live here, but as I say, it's quite an isolated place. With all the snow, it's quite bright. But I do have a lamp. This place is usually pitch black, but as I say, with all the snow, it's kind of brighter this morning, and you can really see the snow coming down now. So this is one of my favorite urban walks here in Inverness. So I'm heading into town to do my shopping. And we've just come down to the actual canal here. So we're going to head up to that Tom the Hugh Bridge path. So I don't think I need my lights on. So you can see it's really still, it's really beautiful now. I do like walking by myself. I do all of my hiking by myself. I'm kind of a loner anyhow. I don't really have friends or anything like that. Kind of gives me a chance to clear my head walking down here. It's just nice, the cold air. You sometimes see animals down here, deer. You get otters in the canal, kingfishers, and all sorts of wildlife. You can see how quickly the tracks have been covered up by the snow. It's going to be a very snowy day today, and it's forecast to be that way for the rest of the week. So I wouldn't want to have a swim in there just now. It's very, very busy in the summertime, that's for sure. People actually do go and swim in there, and they go and boat, paddle boats, sailing boats, all kinds of stuff goes along here. But mostly on these cold winter mornings I have the place to myself. As I say, just the occasional person that's out and about. Weather conditions getting worse. It's beginning to dampen my jacket. But it's a lovely morning to be out. I love these kind of mornings. Can't see very much. It's getting a little bit foggy now. You can really see the canal over there. It's really beautiful in the snow. And this is the old canal path here. So back in the olden days, the canal boats were pulled by horses. So there's a walkway on that side of the canal and a walkway on this side. And when the canal was built back in the early 19th century, I think it was built in 1820, finished in 1820, they used to drag the barges by horse. So I really do love being out and about. So as I say, today's the 3rd of January, so I've been kind of sitting indoors the last 2 days. Nothing much on TV, so I've just been doing reading, a little bit of work on the computer. I've done a little bit more writing for my book, and basically just chilling out. But as I say, today is Saturday, so I'm heading into town to do some shopping. So I always do the long way into town. So it's coming up to about 6:30. So anyhow, we're going to be turning off here. So I'm just going to go down this track here. We'll head to the golf course over there. So it's all pristine here. Nobody's been walking down here. You can hear the crunch of the snow under my feet. And I think it's going to be snowing all day today. There's amber weather warnings up here for road disruptions and the like. So I wouldn't want to be on the roads today, that's for sure. Much better walking. It's just such a beautiful morning with the snow everywhere. It just looks so lovely, doesn't it? So we're going to go through this little patch of woods here. Usually it's pitch black in here, but because it's been snowing, the clouds reflect the lights from the city back down to earth here, and it kind of lights everything up. If you didn't have the snow, if you didn't have the clouds, it would be pitch black down here. And then this is the old golf course we're coming up to. Got the old oak tree over there. And doesn't look like there's anybody down here. And the snow is just keeping coming down. That's a lovely oak tree. And there's some more oaks over there. That's what used to be the old golf course. And they still use this part here for practice. at the main golf course on the other side of the road now. But I got a bad feeling that they're going to be building up here, that they're going to be building that up with houses, but not this part here. My God, that snow is coming down pretty badly now. It is getting quite bad, but I love it. You've got the moon coming out. It's a nearly full moon. That's beautiful, isn't it? Right, I'm trespassing across the golf course. That's the edge of town where I live. I don't think there'll be any any players today. I don't think they'd be very active on the golf course today. But I would imagine the kids will be coming around here later on in the morning. This little hill here is usually quite popular with kids who live in that neighborhood down there. So it's a little bit steep here and they can use their sleighs. Anyhow, I'm heading that way into town via Torvain, which is over there. The moon's been covered up again, but there are gaps in the clouds. You won't be able to see it, but I can see Spiker. I can see the star Arcturus up there. And it's just a lovely, lovely morning. Absolutely still. So lovely and quiet. So I'm going to head down the hill now. Look at that, that's just so beautiful. You see the passing clouds going across the moon over there. And I'm just heading down here. As I say, this is a golf course in better weather. The place is busy with golfers, but I don't think today, as I say. And there's a bell here. I'm not sure what the bell is for. I suppose it's to let other people know that they're just about to come up to play. So hello, anybody here? Right, let's move on. So, as I say, this whole area is the city golf course. It goes way into the distance over there. As I say, it used to be on the other side of the road, and that's now, I think, being earmarked for development. So this used to be farmland. When I moved here about 10 years ago, this was a just fields, just farmland. It was a nice place at the time. You didn't have all the housing up there. All that is new development. So I used to come down here quite a lot. It's just a pretty cool place. There was a old ruined building up there, and there's some ancient, there's a burial mound just a little bit further on. There's a lot of history down here. But as I say, it's been turned into a golf course, so it's lost all its character, unfortunately. And it's really getting clear from over there. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Again, you won't be able to see it, but there's the Northern Cross over there just rising, and you got Vega over there. So as I say, I remember this place when it used to be just rolling farmland. It was just kind of grass for cows and sheep and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a shame what they've done to it, but I suppose that's modern progress for you. You can see the dark hills over there. That's Craig Fadrick over there. Craig Denane over there. I did a lot of my hiking, walking, survivalism up there in the last few years. Not so much nowadays, now that I'm getting older, but it's still quite beautiful up there, quite unspoiled. But as I say, this is the edge of the city coming up. So we're just going to continue onwards down here. Now I'm taking a bit of a detour into the old quarry. This used to be a esker, which is a gravel deposit left by glaciers 50,000 years ago. And then in the 1960s, I believe, or 1950s, they turned it into a quarry to remove the gravel. And then in the, I think, 1970s or 80s, it was part of the golf course up until just a few years back. And now it's kind of a park area. So you got dog walkers here, you got people jogging, you got family jogging days, that kind of thing here. And also for the disc golfers, which is like frisbee, kind of a frisbee game. And then you get the moon shining through the trees. You can see how the moon is lighting up the snow. If it hadn't been a full moon, if it hadn't been snowing, this place would be pitch black. It's always a little bit spooky when I come down here by myself. There's nobody here at the moment. It's quite nice. I do like this little walk. It's just a walk around the edge of the woods here. It's really beautiful, isn't it? You got the full moon, and you got the planet Jupiter over there, and you got all the new ribbon development down there. All that is new, all these lights, and that's looking back towards my neighborhood way in the distance. This is the A82 road, which goes down to Fort William. You can see the traffic's a bit slow tonight. The roads haven't been gritted yet. But that is really beautiful, isn't it? Just love coming out here. That's my shadow. Hello, hello. So I'm going to take a piss stop here and then move on. Well, I feel about half a litre lighter. So we're just going to go down this track here back into the quarry. So I've got my torch, headlamp to show us the way. It's a little bit dark here. As you can see, it's quite pristine. There's been nothing walking down here. It is a little bit spooky. You still got the moon over there, keeping an eye on me. It is such a beautiful, cold, snowy winter's morning. It's just really beautiful. You can see the stars coming out. Clouds are passing by. As I say, there's the moon and the planet Jupiter. So I'm going to leave these kind of the edge of town behind me. That's all the edge of town, the woods here. And so I'm going to leave all that behind, and I'm going to head towards the bright lights of the town to head down to the supermarket. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the walk so far. So I'm just walking across the car park here, and you got all these caravans parking here. So you got a lot of people coming here and use it as a kind of a unofficial camping site. Wake up, motherfucker! Time to wake up. Anyhow, I'm going to head down across the canal bridge here and then continue on my way home. Oh, well, not home, but supermarket, and then after that, head home to a well-deserved cup of coffee. So anyhow, as I say, I'm going to go up these stairs here. This place is really, really busy during the daytime when you get people walking their dogs, and there's the sports centers just down the road here. And you can see the roads haven't been done yet. So that's all going to freeze. That's all going to cause mayhem with the car drivers. Be surprised how many car drivers haven't got winter tires. So anyhow, that's the bridge here. One of the two bridges crossing the canal down here. The other one's over there. And it's a kind of a swing bridge. It opens by coming across to let boat traffic through. In the winter time there's never any traffic on the canal, and in fact midwinter it often freezes. But in the summertime you get continual canal traffic, sailing boats, fishing boats heading up to the Irish Sea or going back to the to northeast England fishing ports. So anyhow, we're just going to be heading into town. That's the sports centres over there. The locals are very sporty. They do a lot of sporting activities.